This is the Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 19, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank you, each and every one of our listeners. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang with the fellas. We really appreciate you. On today's show, this one right here, this one right here is a doozy. It is so offensive, not for the faint of heart. Don't say I didn't warn you, because we go there. We talk about people knowing their role. Wives, husbands, and side pieces. That's right. It gets really good and keeps getting better. We talk about Cardi B and Offset breaking up and the side piece at the center of it all. And don't forget, I warned you about this. I told you it was coming in episode 10. We'll get into that. We give a stern warning for men about Instagram models. Watch out. And a Dear Irby writer wants to know if you have to be fake to keep your woman happy. All that and more right now. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we are saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some dates, Kamal.
Man, what's up?
Friday, December 14th, Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant. That's 102 East Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank, California. Get your tickets, flappers.com. And then Pachanga, December 20th through 23rd, Pachanga Resort and Casino, 445,000 Pachanga Way, Temecula, California, 92592. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. We're talking about coaching today, Kamal.
Yep.
In every relationship, there's a leader, and then there's the person that follows, right?
Yeah.
And fellas, if you are leading your relationship, that means you are the head coach. And that means if your relationship is going bad, that means you are not coaching correctly.
Yeah.
When the team loses, we blame the coach. Is that correct?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, and so if your relationship is not going well, it is your fault.
It is your fault.
And you've actually helped me with this, Kamal.
How so?
Well, one time we had this conversation outside. I was telling you how life inside was miserable.
Yeah.
And you told me some advice. You said, you want to say it right now? If you're going to be there?
Yeah, if you're going to be there, man, make it, I don't know what I said.
Make it, I don't know. What basically is if you're going to be there, you might as well make it enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't be miserable. If you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're not going anywhere and it doesn't hurt you.
Yeah. Well, it hurts your pride.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
It hurts your pride.
But yeah, if you're not going anywhere and it doesn't hurt you, doesn't cause you to miss anything that you normally would miss, then I say, man, do whatever it takes, man. Your happiness is the most important thing. Well,
sometimes I feel like my pride is. And then I'll make the sacrifice and I'll do something nice. And you notice things change. And I'm realizing, I was, talking to my boy Pastor Braxton about this, and he was we're talking about leadership. And I'm telling you, man, it is all about leadership. If you are leading correctly, they act differently.
Yeah.
If you're not doing your job, listen, man, the Patriots before Bill Belichick, not so good. No. If Belichick shows up, they've been winning ever since.
Yeah. And people like to say it's Tom Brady, but they went to the playoffs, I think.
Without him.
Like Matt Castle, a career backup.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't even think he started in college.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He was behind number 11.
Matt Leinart. Yeah. So this guy, pretty much a dude who hasn't started a game since high school.
Yeah.
Takes over.
Yes, because it's plug and play.
Because it's coaching.
It's coaching.
Yeah.
And it's coaching. And so at your house, the way, and what I realize, man, is sometimes I get lazy, man. Sometimes I'm just okay with the relationship being shitty because I'm just mad. And I had to realize, man, hey, dog, if this relationship is going bad, you need to step up. You need to step up your, you know what to do, man.
Well, I think most people are going to just do just the bare minimum.
That's what
And that's just in life.
Yeah.
Most people in school are like C+, B- students. They know how to get straight A's.
Yeah.
They know how.
Yeah, they just don't want to do the work.
They don't want to do the work. I know how to be an excellent father.
Yeah, you know how to be a great husband.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to give the compliments.
No. I've been doing it
before.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you to give a compliment? Your ego.
Nothing, honestly.
Cost you nothing.
It cost me nothing, man. And honestly, man, my wife, I almost said my girl.
Yeah.
I said my wife now, yeah. But nah, man, she likes it.
Of course.
It doesn't hurt me, and I'm not lying.
Let me help y'all out. Loving touch on the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little hug. Like, you know how many times I just walk in and walk right by and just be mean and cold just because I didn't feel like it. And it's just a little, and I ain't gonna act like I ain't going back because I know me, I'll be back. But for now, just a kind word.
Just, man, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt, man. I say, like, you might as well just say a kind word, man. Yeah. It's okay, man. Nobody knows. Like you said, like your pride. It's like, who knows you had to do that?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, man. I talked to Coach Abdul-Jabbar, and, sometimes coaches got to go to other coaches. And that's why we're here at the MRA Podcast.
Coaches go to clinics all the time.
All the time, man. Yeah. To step up. Honestly, coaches go to other coaches to get that refinement. What are you doing? What's working in your program?
Or, sometimes they'll say, hey, man, we have, like, the same player. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What worked with you when you had this guy or this type of guy?
Yeah. They call back to, what's the coach's Alabama all the time, Nick Saban.
Yeah.
To get some advice on his players.
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper, yeah.
Yeah, hey, man.
What do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do to get the best out of them?
This is what you do.
You.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it.
Okay. And it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want to take this time to thank Coach Abdul-Jabbar. Shouts out to Coach Braxton. These are my guys. You better have a cabinet, fellas. And we here at the MRA Podcast with Kyle Come Out, we want to be your cabinet. We'll help you out. We're going to give you our coaching strategies on how to turn your relationship around. Somebody who, speaking of coaches, Coach Mike McCarthy got fired.
It was a long time coming.
It was a long time coming.
Yeah, man. He was tripping. He was killing me in fantasy.
Oh,
I had Aaron Jones, the running back. Like, man, you're killing me. So,
because he wasn't running him.
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to get rid of Mike McCarthy since week 5.
So Mike McCarthy got fired, and his team won. And if you look at the Packers' schedule, they've got a pretty winnable way on the rest of the ride. They got the Bears next week.
That's a tough one, but they can pull it off.
They can pull it off.
I mean, just because like that's a division rivalry.
Yeah.
And so you throw all that schedule stuff out the window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Once you're with a rivalry, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So they got the Lions, another rivalry, but come on, man. You shouldn't ever lose to the Lions.
Yeah. And
then they got the Jets. They should be able to beat the Jets.
They have a possibility to run the table.
They do. And that's going to look bad for Coach McCarthy. It's nothing worse than when you and your girl break up and all of a sudden her life gets better.
Oh, same thing happened with the Browns.
Oh, man, with Hugh.
Yeah, they got rid of Hugh. I mean, they're not beating the world, but they're winning. I think they have a winning record since they got rid of Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, they are. They have.
Yeah.
That hurts.
That hurts, man. You know, when the new guy comes in and there's success.
Well, you know what the thing about coaching a relationship, man, is sometimes you bring things out of a girl or a guy, whatever, your partner. You bring things out of them. For instance, have you ever been with a lady and she says, wow, I've never done that before. You know, I've heard that phrase before. It's because the other guy didn't bring it out of her.
It was in there.
Right. My big fear, man, is that me and my girl break up and then the next dude is like me, but better. You know what I mean? He got a squad of chicks and she finds a way to not be tripping about it. You know what I mean?
You know what? I am not worried about that.
Why?
Well, because another guy will come in, right? And he'll be better than me in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I think the most important thing is our chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, our humor and the jokes and stuff like that. How I make her laugh.
Yeah.
I don't think the next guy's going to come in there and do that important thing.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think the next guy's going to beat me either.
Yeah.
I said it's a fear.
Oh.
Well, the truth is, fellas, you don't really have to fear the next guy because there's only 1% that are really wealthy. Most people are the 99%.
Yeah.
Most people are not going to go the extra mile. They're lazy. Every guy I know is a horrible husband or boyfriend.
Well, he's gonna send his representative out when they're courting.
Absolutely.
But as soon as he seals the deal, you know, she'll see that guy, the real guy, a lot more. I'm like,
There's only a few that are really special.
Yeah.
And so the odds of her finding that dude is slim and none. She's not going to get nobody better. But she's just not. But I'm just saying, one of my fears is because I know that sometimes it just takes coaching to bring it out of them. Sometimes they didn't even know, I've been with a woman before and they didn't really know they could have liquid secretion during intercourse. And then it's like, wow, I didn't even know that. And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah.
I'm good.
You're good on the liquids?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, or they didn't know that they could, reach the top that many times. Whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I understand that one.
Yeah, it's just
I've coached that.
Yeah,
I've coached that out of my player. I've gotten the best out of my players.
Yeah, you get the best out of your players, man. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Raiders having a tough year this year. Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, they brought in John Gruden as the new head coach. And what I don't like about it is a few things. When you bring back an old coach, that doesn't usually go well. And sometimes it happens in your relationship too. You go back to an old chick.
You forget why.
Yeah. You forget why it didn't work in the first place.
Oh,
now I remember.
I remember now.
Art Shell came back to the Raiders, didn't go well. Who else? John Robinson went back to USC. Didn't go well.
Decent.
They didn't win.
They won. I mean, they had a winning record. They didn't win the national, but
yeah, but it wasn't like before.
No,
it wasn't like before. So they brought John Gruden back, and what I didn't like about it is, the Raiders had a general manager, Reggie McKenzie, that did a really good job, helped build the Raiders up to where they are now, and John Gruden came in and has picked them apart. But my concern with John Gruden is he has a 10-year, $100 million contract.
10-year, $100 million contract.
That's 10 times 10.
That means that man will get $100 million contract. $100 million no matter how well he does.
Yeah. That is a problem. That's what happens in relationships, by the way, when you give your girl a lifetime deal. Sorry about that, Kamal. Sorry to break the news to you. There's no incentive to step your game up.
He's good.
He's good. He's got a $100 million contract for 10 years. He will be paid that regardless whether
they fire him next week.
He's fired, he still gets paid. If he wins it all, he still gets paid. If he loses every game, he still gets paid.
So what you're saying is, once I married my wife, she has no incentive to do a good job.
Absolutely. Now I'm not trying to shit on your wife.
No. You theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically.
Yeah.
A married couple, there's no incentive to do well. Which means it's up to you, coach, to figure out how to get the best out of that player. If your wife starts stinking it up, that's on you, player.
Well, I would say...
What?
Well, don't give her the contract so soon. Don't give her the contract so soon. Don't give her the lifetime contract. Give her some incremental contracts, some 1-year deals, some 10-day contracts.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah. Some 10-day contracts. That way, basically, by the time when it's time for the lifetime contract, theoretically,
yes,
your player, your wife, your spouse, your girl, whatever.
Oh, and some of these girls are like what about us?
Your
husband.
Your husband.
Because we're coaching them up too.
Right. Your husband, whoever. It's already been conditioned, so to speak, to do this job. So you kind of know what to expect from them.
Yes.
Day in, day out, because it's been some years.
Also, people don't change, right?
People don't change.
So your wife should not be surprising you at this phase. How long did you wait before you married her? 9 years?
12.
12 years. You should not be into any. If you get a surprise, that's something you ignore.
Yeah.
A red flag you ignore.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like if you put in a couple years, get to know this person. So you're going to, after the the honeymoon period wears off, that's when you need to start paying attention.
Yes.
All right. And is this the person you want?
That's what's funny you say that, man, because it's usually women, they have their best chance of getting you to sign a bogus deal in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
That first 2 years. Mm-hmm. If ladies, I'm going to help you out. If you can get them to sign this bogus deal, you better get it to them as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Because after year 5, now he's really get to know who you really are. Mm-hmm. And he'll be able to decide, does this make sense for me?
Because not only that, know who you really are, but see, the lady or the guy, mm-hmm. who wants that lifetime contract. Now they're a little disgruntled that they're not getting that contract. Mm-hmm. So their attitude changes.
Absolutely.
Right. And so fellas or ladies, mm-hmm. you see that attitude. Is that something you can deal with when they don't get their way?
Yeah.
All right. Is that something that you can stomach for 35, 45, 50 years? Okay.
Or the next 7 years if you're being realistic.
Or the next 7.
Just saying.
All right. And so honestly, for me, I could. And honestly, after a while, my girl had like a lot of valid points. A lot of valid points.
Like what?
Well, she was the only one in the house who didn't have the Abdul-Jabbar last name, right? And so for me, I'm Abdul-Jabbar. My son's last name Abdul-Jabbar. I really wasn't thinking about it, So when she brought it to my attention, I can see how that might be a problem for her or an issue for her. Yeah. Also, she just looked at it as she was room parent and all this stuff around all her peers, and they were all married and she was the only one. And so she just felt differently. And for me, again, I didn't care, but I had to put myself in her shoes, realize, okay, you know what? I can see that being a problem. And so for me, it wasn't that I did not want to get married. I thought that we lived together, raised a family. We were already married. Yeah. Without the ceremony and stuff like that. Yeah. But it was important to her. So sometimes, man, people who are very, very important in your life, your loved ones, your circle, if it's important to them, it should be important to you. And this is one of the things that was important to her. So I had to learn that. I had to learn that, if it's important to her, it should be important to me, instead of, well, that's on you. Yeah. Because that was my,
Oh yeah, that's still mine.
That was my. Yeah, man.
You know what's important to me? Freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
And that should be important to
her. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing is funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Caitlyn. Caitlyn?
He's Bruce. He's
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Last week when we dropped our episode the day Cardi B and Offset broke up. Like that was last Wednesday, and I was like, man, as I was uploading the episode, I was like, I want to just turn the mic back on and weigh in on this. But we didn't. We gave y'all the episode that we gave y'all last week. Hope you loved it. And now it was like, oh man, so much more has come out. Yeah, so much more. And what I'm finding out, I don't like it. No. I don't like it at all. So to recap, for those of you who are not keeping your ear to the gossip streets, we talked about Cardi B and Offset on this show. Here's my plea for Cardi B. My plea for Cardi B would be, when you find out that he really is banging these chicks, don't break up your marriage over that. Don't. Because why do they think that he's going to stop being who he is just because he's in love with you? That was episode 10, Missed Signals, Kamal Abdul-Jabbar.
That was the gospel right there.
Trying to tell her it was coming.
Yeah.
It's
she
coming.
She didn't listen.
Nah, she didn't
Somebody
listen.
need to holler at her, man, so she can tune in, man. We can save a lot of people a lot of grief.
We saving relationships one listener at a time.
Yeah, man.
Sure, Cheryl. I'm thinking of Cheryl. I'll do it. Kamal, I wasn't trying to hate.
Nah.
I wasn't trying to throw shade. I remember I got some calls saying, "Hey man, flag on the play, you dirty macking." I wasn't dirty macking.
No.
You married a rapper.
One of the most famous rappers on the planet right now.
Raps about banging chicks. And then the red flag started coming up that he was potentially banging chicks. And now you're trying to fight these women off. And so it comes out, yeah, of course he's banging chicks. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm wondering if is there going to be a baby that comes out? The reason why I say this is because the day her and Offset broke up is the first day she posted a picture of their baby.
Oh, like she might know something.
Yeah. So that makes me wonder, what made you feel like you had to show everybody that we have a baby? Are you saying I had the baby first? Or are you saying we're strong? What was that for? Or is she saying this is what it's all about now? It's all about culture now. It's not about him. I've moved on to the baby.
Maybe. I think it might be just like, you know what? This is what it's all about. Mm-hmm. You know, forget this guy. Yeah. Move on. Yeah. But I gotta say,
what's eating you, Gilbert Grape?
I don't like this story one bit.
What is the problem, Kamal?
Okay, so there's a couple things. There's a couple people. It's a couple bad actors out there.
Oh yeah.
First and foremost, I understand like this is a business to some people. Yeah. But like TMZ.
Oh gosh.
Like, what do you get out of like interviewing people, getting to the bottom of these stories, putting people's business on blast just because they're famous? What do you get out of telling millions of people that this guy or this girl was caught cheating? Or there's this alleged mistress, let me go break the story. I mean, obviously besides money. Yeah. But you got, it's coming from such a bad place.
You mean like the people, we it's not on the rundown to talk about Kevin Hart. Right. But like how the people would just dig into his business to find the troll. I mean, to find old tweets. Yeah. To get him fired. Yeah. Or the brother that won the Heisman Trophy. They go into his tweets from when he was 14.
They try to just go out there and just create controversy.
Yeah. It's content.
Yeah, just so you can click on finding out, what did Offset's alleged mistress have to say. Yeah. Here's, I need to hear what she has to say. So TMZ, bad actor, flag on the play. Hard for me to respect these guys. Yeah. Second of all, what's this woman's name?
Summer Bunny.
Summer Bunny. Summer Bunny. Summer Bunny is the one who's basically admitted to
sleeping with Offset, did the tearful apology to Cardi B.
See, Kyle, I'm old enough to remember the side piece was, for the most part, the side piece was a reputable position.
Was it? Yeah. Was the side piece ever a rep? Help me out, brother.
It was honorable.
Honorable. Okay, how was it honorable?
Well, because honestly, man, it's a sort of like an agreement. You know, it's an honor amongst thieves, man. You enter in this agreement, and so whatever you get out of it, that's between you and the person. Yes. All right. Yes. And back in the day, especially like a lot of these mistresses of Hollywoods or celebrities, they knew, like you said, they knew their role. Yes. All right. So maybe 12, 15, 20 times a year. They saw this person. He took care or she took care of his living expenses, his travel expenses, his or her, spending habits, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And then for like 12, 15, 20, 30 times a year, I got to be with this person.
Yeah. Smash.
And then when he's off with his family, I'm over here. It was a trade-off. Over the years, for the side piece, it's become that it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough for him to just basically take care of your rent and pay this lease on this Benz you got.
Yeah.
That's not enough. I want more.
Yes.
And so now these people, they want careers themselves. It started with like the Kardashians. The Kardashians, they weren't side pieces, but they were famous for just being famous.
Yes.
Right? It wasn't like a obvious talent that they had.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so they couldn't sing, they weren't acting, they couldn't dance or anything like that. They were just famous, right?
Yeah, for being famous.
For being famous. And so a lot of these side pieces,
Paris Hilton.
Yeah. They saw that and it's like, hey, I can do that.
Well, what they do is they see Kim's body, because these are all Instagram models.
Right.
They see Kim's body and they saw what she's doing with her business and they figure, I can do that.
I can do that, but they're not going to do it on their own merit. They're going to do it off of some controversy.
Yes.
I was with such and such, and I'm going to spill the beans. They're going to break that side piece code.
Absolutely.
And honestly, man, it's like, hey, listen, I'm not a criminal, right? But I do know if I was ever in a crime and me and my buddy who we entered in this agreement got caught, I got caught and he got away.
Yeah.
I know if I tell him I'm snitching and I'm dead wrong. If he gets away, we both rob a bank, he gets away, I get caught and I tell on him.
Yes.
I'm snitching.
That's called snitching.
That's snitching, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I know that.
Yes.
Never, not into the criminal world.
Okay.
Having said all of that, I don't cheat.
Okay. Why?
But because I'm so much in love with my wife.
Of course.
But if I did, I entered in this agreement with the side piece. And she just starts running her mouth. She has to know she broke the rules. But honestly, the thing about it is, honestly, you're getting rewarded for breaking the rules. Yes. They're not shaming this woman. This woman actually has a song out. And guess what, people? Song's not bad. I hate to say it. Somebody probably wrote those lyrics for her. Somebody produced the track. Somebody decided I can make money off this person. Yes. And really, she should be shunned.
Yes.
You know what she needed?
What she needed?
She needed to hear Side Piece Boot Camp.
She needed to hear.
She needed to hear.
But not now.
Not now.
She needed to hear it before.
He
needed to send her the Side Piece Boot Camp.
Send her the Side
www.themaleRightsActivist.com. It's there. We played it on an episode here before. We're not going to play it right now, but it's there for people to see it. Go to maleRightsActivist.com. You'll see it. Side Piece Boot Camp.
Yeah. And apparently there's another side piece. What's her name? Cuban Doll?
Yeah.
Who has gone to Side Piece Boot Camp.
Obviously.
Yeah.
She is of a different breed.
She is from the old school. I don't know this man.
She said, I don't know him.
Yeah.
And Summer Bunny was like, you're lying. Yeah, she's probably lying, and I'm glad she's lying.
Yes, she is lying, but guess what? She's going to take that one to the grave. She's like, I don't know this man. His wife called me, and I explained everything. We're good. She didn't say, well, you need to work that out with Offset. Why are you calling? How'd you get my number? No, I don't know this man.
Let me tell you who Cardi B respects. There's two women here.
Yeah.
Both had sex with their husband, allegedly. One of them had a tearful apology. The other one said, girl, I don't even know your husband. Which one do you think Cardi B respects?
Oh, the one who says, I don't know this man.
Boom.
Because here's the thing about it. See, Cardi B, I understand the divorce. I get it. Because now it's embarrassing.
Okay.
Now the business is out there. You got this chick making songs about him, tearful apologies. Now she has to act. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
right? She's got to like distance.
Even the way Cardi B reacted was kind of boss.
What?
She said it's nobody's fault. She could have went in on him. You know good.
I mean, she probably did behind the scenes, but the thing about it is, it's like for appearances, and this looked bad for appearances. Damn, Offset, like keep your shit tight. And he's like, man, she wasn't supposed to say all that stuff.
Man, it's so embarrassing.
You know, and so Cardi, I mean, like this chick forced Cardi's hand. She had to, you know, she's got to leave this guy, even though she probably is in love with this man.
She absolutely is in love
but
with
she's
this man.
got to leave this man, right? And so this chick, it only benefits her. When I saw the video, I was like shaking my head. Then I heard the song this morning for the first time. So, and here's the thing about it.
Sickening.
I would have, if I had spoken to you then, Kyle, when I first saw the video, I would have told you, oh, this chick is trying to have a career.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
she's trying to have
an audition for a reality
Right.
show.
Right.
That's exactly what she is. That's how Eve put it, and I agree. She's trying to audition for a reality show.
Yeah.
And what sucks is she's gonna get a job.
Well, somebody produced her song.
Yeah.
Somebody went into the studio with her. I'm seriously doubt that she paid for studio time, you know, and she's going to make a career off of Offset. It's almost like, you know, as bad as like those Roxanne songs and stuff like that. Roxanne. And every woman had to make a song about, you know, Roxanne off of UTFO's work. Like, she's about to try to make a career, build a career, a name off of Offset and Cardi B's relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pathetic.
It is pathetic.
It is pathetic, fellas.
All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day.
As fine as these Instagram models are,
Yes.
know they have an agenda.
Oh, my. Dog, say it again.
They have an agenda.
Why do you think an Instagram model is nothing if she doesn't have fame and likes?
Right.
They will do anything to get those fame and likes.
Anything. And so blowing up your spot, no matter how cool you think she is, that's small potatoes.
Dog.
As a matter of fact, that might be par for the course. Kareen Stuffins, Superhead, has shown the way.
Yeah.
She has shown the way.
Yeah.
You know, and so now blowing up somebody's spot, it's almost to be expected in conjunction with TMZ. You know, it's to be expected. I don't like it. It's flagrant. It's
flag on the play.
It's you know, can you imagine like Sammy Davis Jr.'s hoes coming out back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Writing in the Jet magazine and stuff like that. Was, you know, I'm sorry, Sammy's wife.
Let me tell you why I'm letting it come out. Because this is absolutely disgusting. This is absolutely flagrant. This is a violation of all side peace protocol.
But nighttime is my time for just reminiscing.
Lay into
First
it.
of all, I know.
You about to lean in?
Yeah, I had to lean into it. So she comes with the tearful apology. All right, let me go back. Let me go all the way back. What the real problem is. Her problems is her mentality. In her song, some of her lyrics are, I guess my feelings don't matter. You never question how I am if I'm better. I hope you play this shit when you're all alone. Okay. First of all, he's never going to be all alone.
He's not going
to be.
He's not going to play this for sure.
And he's definitely not going to play this shit. Let me explain something to you. This guy has the value. He is a platinum rapper. If he did a show tonight, do you think he'd be alone afterwards? Only if he chooses to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If he chooses to be, then he can be.
Yeah.
But as far as being alone.
And as a matter of fact, he's going to have to beat him off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this mentality, ladies, that, oh, you don't have me no more. You going to be alone.
She's delusional.
Delusional. I guess my feelings don't matter. Okay. That hurts me that she is going there in her temper tantrum, that my feelings don't matter. So what are you saying here? No, they don't matter. They don't matter. If what you want doesn't match the truth, then it doesn't matter. Side pieces, you need to get back to understanding and knowing your role. Kamal, you created a monster when you had me marry you that day. You know, I'm an ordained minister now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to need everybody listening to and I've done this before on this podcast, before I was an ordained minister, but now I'm an ordained minister. I'm going to need y'all to open your Bibles to Luke chapter 17:7. I know it's crazy. I'm about to go to the word, but I'm about to because I need y'all to understand something. It says, suppose one of you has a servant plowing or looking after sheep. Will he say to that servant when he comes in from the field, come along now and sit down to eat? ? Won't he rather say, prepare my supper, get yourself ready and wait on me while I eat and drink, and after that you may eat and drink? Will he thank the servant because he did what he was told to do? So you also, when you have done everything you were told to do, you should say, we are unworthy servants. We have only done our duty.
That's the word.
That's from the word. Now,
I like the word.
why did I go there? Why did I go to the word to prove this point? Come on.
Break it down.
It's humility. You need to understand your role in your job, in your marriage, in your family. Know your role. Ladies, if your job is to keep your husband sexually satisfied, I don't want to hear how hard your day was.
That's not sexy. Maybe to some.
No. That's fine if you had a hard day while you're taking off your pants, because that's your job.
Right.
Fellas, I don't want to hear if your job is to, I don't know, pay the bills. I don't want to hear it was a tough week at the office. I don't want to hear sales down. I need to figure out what you're going to do to pay this bill. I don't want to hear it. And in the scripture, it's basically saying, don't tell me how hot it was out there. Your job is to make my meal. That's your job.
Yeah.
So do it. And then you serve me, and then you can serve yourself. But first thing first. So if you see it as your job to make sure your husband's sexually satisfied, you need to get your mind right before you come in that house, or before he comes in that house. I don't want to hear about, well, the kids and the this. I don't want to hear that. If you believe that's your job, then do your job. Fellas, if you believe it's your job to provide, then provide. If you believe it's your job, but so it always starts with the mentality. What do you understand your role, side piece? Because if you don't understand your role, we got a bigger problem here.
Well, I'll say, obviously, Summer Bunny believes she is equals to Offset.
A problem.
That's a problem. And like I said, you know, the Instagram models, man, they're fine as hell, but they're doing that for a career.
Are you yelling at your radio right now? You know, what the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. You know, just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at The MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
You know, so we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yes, man. Just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Dog, there's so many places you can find a beautiful woman that's willing to have that job.
Yeah.
Stop looking on Instagram.
Stop looking on Instagram.
It's lazy. It's lazy. Instagram, all you got to do is thumb through, jump into her DM, you're there.
Right.
But it's lazy. It costs you your marriage.
Right. And honestly, and for somebody like Offset, he wasn't spitting no game, so I could see it. Yeah.
It's lazy.
Low hanging fruit.
It's lazy. You can look through her pictures. She's probably coming at you, but you got to put that on there.
Yeah.
You got to put that brakes on there, bro. Your marriage.
It's got to know, man, this is not this is not somebody you want in the inner circle, man. It's almost like some serpent type stuff.
She's a serpent.
Yeah, you don't really want her crawling around because she's gonna do some serpent shit, and she has.
Serpent.
Now, Cuban doll.
Wow.
It's cut from a different cloth. She's
also
old school.
Instagram model.
She is, yeah, but she's old school.
But she's old school.
She is old school. She probably would have been with Nat King Cole or somebody like that. We never would have known about it.
So let's talk about this. Because fellas, you're not going to listen to us. You're still going to find your girls on Instagram. So what do? You have to be able to see the traits. How do they treat the waitress? Take her out to eat. How does she treat? Is she cool going to Coco's, Denny's?
Yeah.
And how does she treat the waitress?
Right.
How does she treat little people?
How does she treat the chick at the Waffle House?
Yeah. How does she treat the cashier lady?
Yeah.
Does she offer to help people? That's one thing, man. I learned that a lot about my ex, man. She's so dynamite with helping old ladies.
Right.
My ex would help bust the table.
Right.
If she saw somebody struggling.
Right. How does she deal with the home help, with the housekeeping?
Yeah.
Is she just throwing shit on the floor? I've seen that before. I've seen people just throw stuff. I've seen girls just throw stuff.
They need to be thrown out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I was on a date, like a double date. Some chick, I don't remember the details, but yeah. Oh no, she got into it with the waiter at IHOP.
What happened?
Man, I don't remember, but it was she got into it with the waiter, and here's the thing. It was the only time I've ever been with her.
Oh, she was your chick?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the waiter was trying to explain to her the meal, it's IHOP, so it's not a whole lot of crazy meals, which she had ordered, she said, look, waiter. And whatever, she finished, I was pretty much done. It ruined my night because, hey, I'm embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, yeah, man, this chick right here she's rotten.
Rotten. So, fellas, when you're dating your Instagram models, first of all, don't do it. But if you don't listen to us, which you're probably not going to because they're so damn fine.
They are fine.
And it's hard. Come on, why would I go out of my way? Just be very careful with their motives. Look for the red flags because people don't change.
Nope.
Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Hey, guys. You've got to hear this. So me and my girl have a 7-year-old daughter. It's my girl's kid, but I love her as my own, so it's our kid. You feel me, right?
Right.
So my girl was complaining about some woman at our daughter's school. I guess the lady was rude to my girlfriend because she thinks my girl cut her off with her car. I know my girl. She can be rude. So I gave my girl that lady's perspective, trying to help her see the other side. Because let's face it, my girl is smoking hot. But she can be a little self-absorbed, kind of like we were just talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Okay, so I tried to help my girl see this lady's point of view, and my girl got so mad at me. She threw a tantrum right there on the spot. She told me I never support her. Oh, gosh.
You never support me.
She said I always take the other person's side. So just as a joke, I started shitting on the woman. I talked about how ugly she was. That's harsh. How strange her kid looks. Come on, dog. I poured it on so thick. I guess he was joking. How it was the other lady's fault. I was seriously joking and expected it to make my girl laugh about how ridiculous this request was. But you know what? My girl ate that shit up like warm popcorn with 2 hands. I could not believe that my girl was so happy to hear me taking her side, that she didn't pick up that I was joking. Guys, what's up with this? Is this what it takes? Do we have to be fake to make them happy? Simon in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Simon? Yes.
Pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Yes, you have to be fake to make them happy. I remember my ex-wife used to always accuse me of not having her back.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, because honestly, she would tell me these stories, right? And I wasn't there. And so it's hard for when someone tells you the story for you to get all emotional and upset. It's like, okay, it's always, for the most part, it's always you had to be there.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Well, I searched it out. She was that evil.
Yeah.
Maybe she thought X, Y, and Z. And so she always accused me of not having her back. And so I never went this far, but I kind of stopped weighing in because, whatever my ex-wife was telling me, I didn't think it was that bad. And so, but I knew if I was 100% honest, it served me no purpose. It was going to end in her being mad at me. Yeah. So I just wouldn't even weigh in. She's like, oh, yeah? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
And
did she ever pick up on that and think, oh, this nigga ain't even listening?
No, I would listen, but it's like I'm not feeding into it.
How about this one? Well, after the silence for a second, and she's like, okay, your turn.
Yeah.
Did it ever happen?
No. No. My current wife, she'll, she's a little bit more level-headed in that regard. And so sometimes I can't. She'll actually say, am I tripping?
Okay. I love that. I love that phrase.
Am I tripping?
But does she mean, is she tripping, or is that your chance to agree with her?
No. I mean, she really wants to know if she tripping.
That's good.
And I could be honest with her. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah. And sometimes I'll be like, nah, man, she kind of, that was a little foul. Or she allows me to play devil's advocate because, again, if I'm not there, it's hard for me to, because people get, when they retell a story, they're always angelic and the other person's always. The devil. So it's hard for me to just jump in and ride with you without having this, I would have had to see it for me to just totally ride with you 100%. So yeah, man, unfortunately, it looks like you got like someone like my ex-wife, and if she's going to tell you these stories, man, yeah, you got to be fake because to some of these people, honesty is not the best policy.
Boom.
Honesty will have you on the couch.
Yeah. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Come out, if their job is to have sex with us, and that sounds so cavemanish to say, your job is to have sex with, but it is. That's one thing I hate about relationships is, especially in my marriage, it was like, okay, so you're in charge of my penis, because my ex didn't even want me jacking off. Like, she didn't want me watching porn. I know. So it was like, so that means you're in charge of my, so you better make sure you do a good job. I am leasing out control of my penis to another person. It is a straight democracy. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't make a decision. Like the president can't make a decision. He got to get, he got to get the House and the Senate.
You have license off the swipe.
I had license off, and that's one of my big beefs with relationships. It's like, you get to decide when I bust this nut. That's crazy to me. So if you are going to be the CEO of his penis, you're going to decide when it gets to erupt or not. You're going to have full control over that. Then you need to stay on your job. You need to pay your penis bill. Make sure that bill is paid. Don't let that lapse.
Don't let it lapse.
Don't let it lapse. That's your job. So if her job is sex, our job is to have her back. That is our job. I struggle with that job, Kamal. I am horrible at that job.
Yeah.
Part of being a man at all times is understanding your job as a man. And your job is to have your woman's back. If a guy walked in and wanted to fight your woman, you have to jump up and fight that dude. Yes. Even if it was her big mouth that started it.
Yes.
It's the same thing when you don't take her side in an argument. I hate that rule. I'm trying to learn this rule. I might have picked this, Dear Irby, because it because I look through them. You got we usually have about 2 or 3 to choose from. This one stuck me because I struggle with this.
Yeah.
I struggle with this, man.
Well,
I suck at this.
Yeah, I suck at that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, honestly, man, I'm going to try to give you the real deal. I look at myself. So in a relationship, especially like when she's talking about work and her friends and family, I'm the consigliere.
What does that mean?
I'm the advisor.
Okay. Like dad?
No, like the mob. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like if she's the mob boss of her side and her relationship, her friends and all that stuff,
Yeah.
then I'm her advisor.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to give her the best advice possible.
Yes.
It might be hard to swallow.
Let's stop right there. That's where you lose her.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give her the best advice so the outcome is the most desirable for her. I have her back.
Yes. Oh, of course.
I have her back to the fullest, but I'm going to give her the best advice. I'm not going to just stand behind her and let her make a bad decision just for the sake of having her back. Sometimes you got to tell your homeboys, hey, man, you tripping, dog.
Yeah, your homeboys, your sons, your children. That's what I'm learning. Like I see myself as dad, right? So for my lady, I'm a father figure. You know what I mean? When a woman gets married, her dad gives her away.
Yeah.
She takes your name because you're daddy now.
Yeah.
So I see myself as that role in the house. So if you're having a problem, if my son came to me with a problem, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up what he did wrong.
Yeah.
And I've been known for blaming the victim. I always blame the victim.
Right.
What did you do to become the victim?
Right.
What did you do wrong? That's always the first place I go. But when things happen, I have to learn to understand my job.
Yes.
Right? My job. Because I'm the coach. Right? And sometimes a coaching change means change your approach at your coaching. Not necessarily, coaching change doesn't always mean changing the head coach. It could just mean you're the head coach. I'm going to change my approach. So for me as a coach, I had to change my approach at dealing with my lady, brought her drama to me. Stop pointing out what she did wrong, because you mentioned on the podcast when your wife said that you messed up. Remember that? You shut down.
Yeah.
And could you just tell it real quick what happened?
Oh, I didn't get this, was it internship or some fellowship?
Kind of career thing.
And she, her exact words were, "You dropped the ball."
Boom. So you didn't want to hear that, right?
I didn't want to hear that.
No,
at
you
all.
wanted to be so I'm trying to remember the same thing when it comes to our lady. And for our listeners, when you're dealing with your lady, understand your job. What did I say to the side piece? Do your job. Do your job. It's not all about what feels right and what you feel like doing. It's your job. If you come in from a hot day's work and it's hot out on that field, and logic would say you're compassionate, I'm going to let you eat first. But that's not your job. Your job is to feed me. I don't care if I was asleep all day. That's your job. Feed me, then feed you. And don't expect me to be like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Your job. Now, to me, that's not a good lesson for the leader. That's a lesson for the servant, though. So as a coach, I am a servant for my lady. As a coach, you are a servant for your lady. Mike McCarthy was a servant for the Green Bay Packers. Hugh Jackson was a servant for the Cleveland Browns. And he didn't serve in the capacity that could help him keep his job. So he had to go. So I guess that's what I would tell you, man. I mean, I don't need to go through this one line by line.
Yeah.
You know, like normal. The question is this what it takes? Do you have to be fake to make them happy? Yes.
Yeah.
Get your mind right to what your job, get your mind right. Know what your job is. It starts with your mentality. If you know what your job is, you have a better chance of doing your job.
I will say, Simon, Kamal has a different take.
What is it?
No, I'm just saying that basically, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that basically my view is to give her father, children, whoever, friends, the best advice possible.
But the first thing you said is, do you have to be fake? And your answer was yes.
To this person.
Okay. But
to this person, it looks like he's got to be fake because
Yes.
she apparently doesn't want to hear the truth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said, he poured it on extra thick. And
she
so
loved it.
a rational person would be like, man, you just bullshit.
Yeah.
But she's like, it's all I wanted to hear.
Yep.
You know, my son who's 14 would be like, Dad, I got a B in my work in that assignment I turned in 3 weeks late. Give me some, Dad. Give me some.
To yourself.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna give you props for, you know, turning some late shit you got to be on. Yeah, I'll find like fine. If this is what you want. You want props here? Yeah, I'll fist bump him, just like, you know, not serious at all. Be like, that's all I needed, Dad. Like, do you understand? The shit wasn't genuine, but he just needed the fist bump. Didn't care if it was coming from a place of authenticity.
Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. You can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, you know, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. So as we wrap, what are you telling the people?
What?
What are you telling? What are you saying?
I'm telling him that basically that for his particular woman, he's got to kick that BS.
But
I think that as a mate, you know, have your lady's back. And by having her back, for me, is guiding her in the right direction so she doesn't go off half-cocked and go off a cliff. I am not about to be behind someone just, you know, rebel without a cause. And so I'm going to steer my people in the right direction. If they don't want to hear it, I understand, but I'm not going to say, yeah, F that person, even though if I know they're tripping. Because I know better. So if anything goes wrong, I got to say, that was my bad, man. I let Aaron Rodgers throw 80 times a game. I knew that was wrong, but I had my quarterbacks back. Nah, man. We ain't going to do that. We trying to win games.
you're going to coach them up.
I'm going to coach him up, baby.
Hey, come on. We got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, you know, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or, you know, folding laundry. I listen to, you know, any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah.
And I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
At Twitter at Angry Kamal. In the next couple of weeks, man, we'll be giving you guys some information on where else you can find me. It's a surprise, but
My gosh.
we're working on some
you
things.
talking
We're working
about?
on some things over here.
Okay, man. I'm at Kyle Irby, KYLEERBY, at the MRA Podcast on all social media is where you can find both of us. The website is themrapodcast.com. You can also hit me at kyleirby.com. That's where you can get all the stand-up stuff. If you ever want to see video, you know, if you want to see something I've ever been in, pretty much everything I've ever done is at kyleirby.com. All the videos of the laugh tracks, which is still getting some traction out there. That's
House Party 4?
House Party 4 is on there too.
What?
Everything I've pretty much have done is on KyleIrby.com. So go to KyleIrby.com for all your videos. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
Get back on this piano, dog.
Ha, ha, ha.
MRA.